This is a video and a demonstration of how to reconstitute peptides, and I'll go as far as how to also inject and the dosages. I'm going to start off with the kit that we're going to be using, from the drawing syringe all the way into the injection syringe. You've got a 1 ml syringe here, the drawing needle, your bacterialistic water, your alcohol swab pads, the peptide formula, and also the injecting syringe. So we'll start off with the reconstitution of the peptide. This is a 1 ml syringe. Most of the peptides that we use will be reconstituted with 2 ml of bacterialistic water. So we'll start off with that. I use a 23 gauge for most of the water. So this is a 1 ml syringe. So using your simple maths, we will be using 2 full drawing syringes of bacterialistic water. Here is our bacterialistic water. This is what you need to use when you're reconstituting your peptide. So as you can see, it draws quite easily. That's 1 ml. And this goes in quite simply into the middle, and we just push to the side, and we just push down on the plunger, not in one solid motion, but just nice and slowly, so that reconstitutes. And as you can see, the lyophilized peptide, which is freeze dried, will now dissolve into the bacterialistic water. If you want to go for 1 ml, you can stick with 1 ml, but just for the sake of getting the exact dose, I like to always just do 2 ml of water mixed into most of the peptides. There will be instances will be less and more. As simple as that. You now have a reconstituted and active peptide formula, which now goes into the fridge when not being used. Up until this point, when it's unconstituted, it can stay outside of the fridge, and it can sit on a shelf in a cool, dry area for up to years. What can affect the constituted peptide more so than temperature is light. So at all times, keep out of the light, more so than out of the fridge. Once light penetrates the peptide, it can make it less effective. So that's pretty much now the first stage in the peptide. Now we're going to show how we'll do the dose. This here is a 0.3 insulin syringe. We can either use a 0.3 or a 0.5. With the TB500, which is this peptide in particular, we're going to be using 400 micrograms each dose, which can be used every second, even third day, of that amount. So that equates on the syringe at, I think it's around 20. It doesn't matter. It can be a little bit more, a little bit less, but 400 micrograms converted into IU with 2 ml of bacterialistic water. And there's a separate video where I can use a peptide calculator to show you exactly. So we do that. You find the center of the mix. And I'll even go as far as doing the injection. Here we use the alcohol swab. Bang. You'll see. I just grab a nice abdomen side here. I haven't got that much fat, but I'll grab a little piece there, and it's really painless. And we'll just go in like that. Bang. And boom. Simple as that. I've just shown you how simple it is to reconstitute a peptide and also to use one to do the injections. Hope this video helps.